Hello and welcome to Vidya Embedded channel. In this tutorial, I am going to show you how to use the user push button on the Nucleo board. Let's get started. Now go to the Cube IDE and quickly set up your project here. So right click here and then click on new and click on STM32 project. Now here select the part number. So I am using STM32 G071RB. So I'm using 71RB-T6. Click on this and click on next. And here we need to provide the project name. So I'm giving it as a button underscore polling and click on next and then click on finish. So once the project is created, you will be switched to CubeMX perspective. So here we need to do the pin configuration. So first I will set up the LED that is connected to PA5. Select as a GPIO output and then rename it as green underscore LED. Now to configure the user button, we should know how the user button is connected on the board. So for that, we need to download the user manual. Go to browser and then download the user manual, that is STM32G071RB-T6 in my case. So you can download the user manual according to your board. Now after you have downloaded the user manual, go down and go to the circuit diagrams. And if you look at the connection, so without pressing the button, that means when the button is open, the VDD is going to the PC13, that is logic high. And when we press the button, because the current will choose the low resistance path, so we will get the logic 0. That means without pressing the button, we will get the logic high here. And by pressing the button, we will get the logic 0. Now we have to look for the logic 0 in order to detect the input from the user button. Now we know that this is connected to PC13. Again go to the Cube IDE. So search for the PC13. Here we have the PC13. So click on here and select it as a GPIO input. Now rename it as user button. That's all for the pin configuration. Let's go to the clock configuration. As I said, I am using only the internal oscillator. So here enter the 64 and click on enter. Now the frequency of operation is set to 64 megahertz. And then go to the project manager and click on code generator and make sure that copy only the necessary library files is selected. So that's all for the configuration. Click on this icon to generate the code. Now once the code is generated, so now go to the main and then go to the while loop. Here we are going to read the user button. So I'm going to take one if else statement here. So the condition is so hall underscore GPIO read pin. So you are going to read the button, user button, port, and here we need to provide the pin, that is user button pin. And if this is equals to, we need to look for the logic 0, that is GPIO underscore pin underscore reset. So now we can see that the GPIO pin underscore reset is nothing but logic 0. So now we have read the button. So if this is logic 0, so now we will enter into the if loop. And then here we will provide a delay of 50 milliseconds. This is to reduce the debouncing effect. So reduce the debouncing effect. And then again we will look for the logic 0. So after 50 milliseconds, also if we see a logic 0, that means we can confirm that the button is pressed. Then we will turn on the LED. So to on the LED, so there is a function called hall underscore GPIO underscore write pin. So first we need to provide it as a port. The second parameter is the pin, and the state is 1, that is GPIO underscore pin underscore set. So we will turn on the LED when the user button is pressed, else copy this line, we will turn off the LED. So here what we are doing is we are reading the user button, and then again we are providing a delay of 50 milliseconds. So here we are providing a delay to reduce the debouncing effect, and after that again we are reading the button after 50 milliseconds, and then if you see that again here logic 0, that means we can confirm that the button is pressed, and then to indicate that we are switch on the LED here, and if not the case, that means if the button is released, so we are switch off the onboard LED. So that's all for the code. Save the code and then compile the code. Now we are getting 2 warnings. Let's see what are those warnings. Passing argument 2, that is hall underscore GP underscore red makes an integer pointer without casting. Here we need to provide the pin. Sorry for that. It's a green LED GPIO pin, and this is also a pin. It's not the port. Now save the code and then compile the code again. Now we can see that the code is compiled successfully without any errors and warnings. Now click on the debug button. To upload code onto the board, click on this resume button. Press the user button to turn on the LED and release the button to turn off the LED. That's all for this tutorial. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.